EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's the veteran. That's Jeff Wilson. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to the 32.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now 3rd down and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Buying time. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. But they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. And
that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 71 yards. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Loose inside the 30. Stephon Diggs. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
This has a feeling of a back-and-forth game, and we've seen that in evidence already with each of these teams' opening drives. This is what you call a quick answer as they go down the field in no time flat and finish with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd down, this is Wilson. And Wilson's going to have a Dolphins first down as he gets this up past the 40.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A handoff running left is Mostert. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up down. The only problem now want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. These two teams all tied after 1. Here comes 3rd down at 7. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Stroud's throw taken in by Diggs. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs, 51 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Play action. Stroud now. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Stroud sets up the play action. That's caught again by Schultz. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. First and 10, it's Stroud. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too.
Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Stroud off the play fake. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catch as he's dropped at the 42. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Mixing up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close.
He's got a man complete. Down the left sideline and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 85 yards. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey, and they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
26 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think
that his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
Jalen Waddle laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Yeah, this will be a Texans 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews, and he'll be stopped right at midfield.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first.
Nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go play action with Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and 4. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Being chased out left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, here's Stroud. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 4. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That one out wide and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. And 22 more yards there and another first down. And Stroud now to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
He'll buy some time right. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Now Jackson on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Inside handoff, Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This goes out wide for Mixon. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Stroud. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Rolling to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Here's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The But they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Touchdown!
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A pivot and a give to Henry. Powering his way forward. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jackson now. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And all the way in for a Ravens Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him again. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Throwing now is Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Texans get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket.
Bateman's got it on the crossing route here.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson.
He'll find Bateman once more. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium.
underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard. Line. A handoff to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And Diggs has it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's a give to Mixon. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defense in front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 65 yards. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
A toss running left. Walker. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Play action. Stroud now.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Inside handoff to Mixon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
He'll buy some time right. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
Dances, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Inside the 20.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
81 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Again, it's Charbonnet.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Zach Charbonnet
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will tie things up at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Stroud to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. Stroud off the play fake. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Flipped off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Walker now on 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Geno now to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
145 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on 2nd down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll toss this out right to Walker. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Geno. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Geno. He'll find Metcalf. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try for the first with Walker. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. Connecting with Mixon.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. And his throw is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down and 5.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Now 1st and goal.
Now Joe Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's out of bounds, so give him about 9 as that stops the clock.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here comes 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get Today's sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now Penix to the air right away. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On 2nd and 10, Penix once more. Looking deep here for Mooney. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Falcons. Kaderl Hodge, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And Stroud now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Stroud. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Here's Penix on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin, it's Bijan Robinson. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Now Penix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon taking it in from the 20. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On the counter, this is Robinson.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
3rd and 5. And looking to throw, Penix.
Dancing to his left.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
This 2nd and 4. To the air, Penix.
Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
They'll throw with Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1.
2nd quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Here's Penix. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
To throw again is Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
Stroud and company going for it.
Flush to his right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Penix to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. So that now back-to-back drive, CD, that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They begin the drive with Robinson. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. A handoff to Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's second down and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Here's a give to Mixon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That play ended for a net loss by Jesse Bates. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Penix on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. He had already had an interception earlier. Now, Charles, he says, I think I'll get another, and I'll take this one all the way back for the score.
Well, you know how I feel about those defensive backs, especially safeties. They're certainly some of the best athletes on the team. They're asked to do a little bit of everything. And when you combine their athleticism with their field vision, those types of plays result.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. 2nd down and 6 now. They're going to look to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. This one into the hands of Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 43 yards. And the Falcons have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Going deep for Diggs. That is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now they run with Mixon, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Texans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Mixon with a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Mixing up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Now Stroud. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 48 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Oh, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. This is 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now Joe Mixon. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's 1st down. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on 1st down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Hall again.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll run with Hall.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Wisconsin. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Handoff running left. Here's Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. Running left, it's Hall.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Now Rodgers.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do any...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud off the play fake.
And this is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
They'll let this go deep for Collins. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their...
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway.
He's on his way. Breece Hall.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Stroud. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Now Stroud going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And just shutting him off there. And they will be set up now as he...